Welcome to www.thelifeinuktest.co.uk, your trusted resource for life in the UK test preparation. In this video, we will present 24 unique questions drawn directly from the official guide, Life in the United Kingdom, a guide for new residents 3rd edition. Each question in this practice test comes with a detailed explanation to enhance your understanding. Please watch the video continuously for the best learning experience. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Question 1. How did the Glorious Revolution and the laws passed afterward contribute to the development of a constitutional monarchy in Britain? Option A, by granting the monarch absolute power. Option B, by abolishing Parliament. Option C, by increasing the number of voters. Option D, by limiting the monarch's authority and giving more power to Parliament. The correct answer is by limiting the monarch's authority and giving more power to Parliament. For explanation, the Glorious Revolution and the laws passed afterward limited the monarch's authority and gave more power to Parliament, contributing to the development of a constitutional monarchy in Britain. Question 2. What was the original purpose of the East India Company when it was established? Option A, to establish a missionary organisation. Option B, to promote cultural exchange with India. Option C, to engage in trade. Option D, to provide education in India. The correct answer is to engage in trade. Explanation. The East India Company was originally established with the primary purpose of engaging in trade with India. Over time, it gained significant control over large parts of India, leading to its influence and presence in the region. Question 3. What was the main impact of the repeal of the Corn Laws in 1846? Option A. It reduced the cost of living for the British people. Option B. It led to a decline in British agriculture. And option C. It helped the development of British industry. Option D. It increased the power of the landed aristocracy. The correct answer is, it helped the development of British industry. Destination. The government began to promote policies of free trade, abolishing a number of taxes on imported goods. One example of this was the repealing of the Corn Laws in 1846. These had prevented the import of cheap grain. The reforms helped the development of British industry because raw materials could now be imported more cheaply. Question 4. Who was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1907? Option A, William Butler Yeats. Option B, Rudyard Kipling. Option C, George Bernard Shaw. Option D, Leo Tolstoy. The correct answer is Rudyard Kipling. For explanation, Rudyard Kipling was born in India in 1865 and later lived in India, the UK and the USA. He wrote books and poems set in both India and the UK. His poems and novels reflected the idea that the British Empire was a force for good. Kipling was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1907. Question 5. What was the primary cause of the end of World War II against Japan? Option A, the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Option B, the invasion of mainland Japan by the Allies. Option C, the Soviet Union's declaration of war against Japan. Option D, the defeat of Germany in Europe. The correct answer is the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Second explanation. The war against Japan ended in August 1945, when the United States dropped its newly developed atom bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Question 6. What is the name of the British scientist who was awarded the Nobel Prize for discovering the structure of DNA in 1953? Option A, James Watson. Option B, Francis Crick. Option C, Rosalind Franklin. Option D, Maurice Wilkins. The correct answer is Francis Crick. Explanation. The structure of the DNA molecule was discovered in 1953 through work at British universities in London and Cambridge. This discovery contributed to many scientific advances, particularly in medicine and fighting crime. Francis Crick, one of those awarded the Nobel Prize for this discovery, was British. Question 7. What is the official currency of the United Kingdom? Option E, Euro. Option B, Pound Sterling. Option C, US dollar. Option D, Japanese yen. The correct answer is pound sterling. Explanation. The currency in the UK is the pound sterling. Question 8. What is Boxing Day? Option A, the day after Christmas Day. Option B, a public holiday. Option C, a day to give gifts to the poor. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Explanation. Boxing Day is a public holiday celebrated on the day after Christmas Day, December 26th. It is a day to give gifts to the poor, spend time with family and friends, and enjoy Boxing Day sales. Question 9. How many times has the UK hosted the Olympic Games? Option A, 1. Option B, 2. Option C, 3. Option D, 4. The correct answer is 3. See explanation. The UK has hosted the Olympic Games on 3 occasions: 1908, 1948 and 2012. Question 10. Who was the first person to sail single-handed around the world? Option A, Sir Robin Knox-Johnston. Option B, Joshua Slocum. Option C, Sir Francis Chichester. Option D, Ellen MacArthur. The correct answer is Sir Francis Chichester. Explanation. A British sailor, Sir Francis Chichester, was the first person to sail single-handed around the world in 1966 and 67. Question 11. What is the significance of the cenotaph in Whitehall? Option A, it is the site of the annual Remembrance Day service attended by the Queen, politicians and foreign ambassadors. Option B, it is a war memorial designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens. Option C, A and B are correct. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is A and B are correct. So in that explanation, in the 20th century, Sir Edwin Lutyens had an influence throughout the British Empire. He designed New Delhi to be the seat of government in India. After the First World War, he was responsible for many war memorials throughout the world, including the cenotaph in Whitehall. The cenotaph is the site of the annual Remembrance Day service attended by the Queen, politicians and foreign ambassadors. Question 12. The money from TV licenses is used to pay for which of the following? Option A, the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. Option B, the National Health Service, NHS. Option C, the Royal Family. Option D, the British Army. The correct answer is the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. Explanation. The money from TV licenses is used to pay for the British Broadcasting Corporation. Question 13. Which of the following is the national anthem of the United Kingdom? Option A, Land of Hope and Glory. Option B, Jerusalem. Option C, God Save the King. Option D, Abide with Me. The correct answer is God Save the King. Explanation. The national anthem of the UK is God Save the King. Question 14. What is the official residence of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Option A, Buckingham Palace. Option B, 10 Downing Street. Option C, the Houses of Parliament. Option D, Westminster Abbey. The correct answer is 10 Downing Street. Explanation. The official home of the Prime Minister is 10 Downing Street, in central London, near the Houses of Parliament. Question 15. Who are civil servants accountable to? Option A. Politicians. Option B. Ministers. Option C. Parliament. Option D. The public. The correct answer is ministers. Explanation. Civil servants are accountable to ministers. Question 16. What information does the poll card provide before an election? Option A. The names of the candidates. Option B. The location of the polling station and election date. Option C. The voting strategies. Option D. The election results. The correct answer is the location of the polling station and election date. Explanation. Before the election you will be sent a poll card. This tells you where your polling station or polling place is and when the election will take place. On election day, the polling station or place will be open from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. Question 17. Which of the following best defines racial crime? Option A. A criminal offence committed against someone due to their nationality. Option B. A criminal offence committed against someone due to their gender. Option C. A criminal offence to cause harassment, alarm, or distress to someone because of their religion or ethnic origin. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Explanation. Racial crime. It is a criminal offence to cause harassment, alarm, or distress to someone because of their religion or ethnic origin. Question 18. In England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, where are most minor criminal cases dealt with? Option A. High Court. Option B. Supreme Court. Option C. Crown Court. Option D. Magistrates' Court. The correct answer is Magistrates' Court. Explanation. In England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, most minor criminal cases are dealt with in a magistrates' court. Question 19. What resources can individuals facing domestic violence turn to for guidance and support? Option A. Local law enforcement. Option B. Solicitor or Citizens Advice Bureau. Option C. Social media platforms. Option D. Private investigators. The correct answer is Solicitor or Citizens Advice Bureau. Explanation. It is important for anyone facing domestic violence to get help as soon as possible. A solicitor or the Citizens Advice Bureau can explain the available options. Question 20. Where must you register your car or motorcycle if you are a resident of the UK? Option A. The local council. Option B. The police station. Option C. The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency (DVA). Option D. The Post Office. The correct answer is the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency (DVLAU). Explanation. If you are resident in the UK, your car or motorcycle must be registered at the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency. Question 21. What is the pledge that new citizens make as part of the citizenship ceremony in the United Kingdom? Option A. I will prioritise my personal interests over the rights and freedoms of the United Kingdom. Option B. I will disregard the democratic values of the United Kingdom. Option C. I will faithfully uphold the laws and fulfil my duties and obligations as a British citizen. And option D. I will not respect the rights and freedoms of the United Kingdom. The correct answer is, I will faithfully uphold the laws and fulfil my duties and obligations as a British citizen. As part of the citizenship ceremony in the United Kingdom. New citizens make a pledge that reflects their commitment to the country. I will give my loyalty to the United Kingdom and respect its rights and freedoms. I will uphold its democratic values. I will observe its laws faithfully and fulfill my duties and obligations as a British citizen. This pledge emphasises the importance of loyalty, respect for rights and freedoms, adherence to democratic values, and the fulfilment of duties and obligations as a responsible British citizen. Question 22. During the Bronze Age, what type of houses did people live in, and where did they bury their dead? Option A. Rectangular houses and stone cairns. Option B. Round houses and dolmens. Option C. Square houses and long barrows. Option D. Round houses and round barrows. The correct answer is round houses and round barrows. Explanation: during the Bronze Age, people lived in round houses and buried their dead in tombs called round barrows. Question 23. What did the Romans introduce and establish in the areas they conquered? Option A. Paved streets and parks. Option B. Roadside markets and theatres. Option C. Roads and public buildings. Option D. Underwater tunnels and skyscrapers. The correct answer is roads and public buildings. Explanation: the Romans are known for building roads and public buildings, as well as introducing new plants and animals in the regions they conquered. This infrastructure and organisation were part of their contributions to the areas they ruled. Question 24. What is the Bayeux Tapestry? Option A. A piece of embroidery that commemorates the Battle of Hastings. Of option B, a historical document that describes the Norman conquest of England. Option C, a novel about the life of William the Conqueror. Option D, a poem about the Battle of Hastings. The correct answer is a piece of embroidery that commemorates the Battle of Hastings. Explanation: the Battle of Hastings is commemorated in a great piece of embroidery known as the Bayeux Tapestry, which can still be seen in France today. Thanks for watching. We hope you answered all the questions correctly and this practice test helped you prepare for your life in the UK test. Remember to check out www.thelifeinuktest.co.uk for more free resources and practice tests. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful content. Good luck on your journey to life in the UK test.